Morning family. Today I'm going to show you all the performance max grip kit for the Supra. This is 86 to 92 installed in the housing. So hold tight and I'll show you what goes on in here. First you're going to take off this rear cap. These bolts here 14s. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 14s and then 2 17s right to the bottom. So we take off this cap and get inside. After all the bolts are removed, there's an area right behind the breather right here. You can use a drift and a hammer and just tap on there and it will loosen the case. With the rear cap off, now we remove the 2 flanges so that we can do the center housing and take it out to install the kit. Okay, both flanges are removed. Yeah. So now we undo these 4 bolts so we can remove the center carrier. After the 4 bolts are slackened, I always found the easiest way to get out the cap is just pull the bolts about 3/4 ways out and leave them in the cap. And that helps you get some leverage. Center carriers out. Next up, we undo these 14s and you do them opposite one another in slackening. Please use a 6-point socket. The multi-point socket will round off these heads as they are fairly tight. Carefully removing this section with the crown wheel will expose your clutch pack, planetary gears, clutch pack, and this is your tensioning spring. So now I will open the kit and show you what it comes with. Okay, the kit comes with detailed instructions on how to do your assembly. Collar, spring washers, shims. These shims are to be placed here, which is on the above side, and between the gear and the clutch pack. So some shims will go here as well. You have to make sure and clean off all the oil residue before you assemble that part. For this centerpiece now, this spring will no longer be used. This spring now will be being replaced with this collar and these 2 spring washers. The spring washers are concave. So when you assemble that the washer is facing out and not in. So that one, this one will go on the opposite side. And this assembly will look something like this when it's in place, replacing the original spring. With that in place, you can now put this back in. Simple. So we'll turn this over. We're removing the clutch pack. Now install our shim onto the gear. Then I'll clean out this clutch pack and shim on top. Then reassemble to the gear assembly and put back on the cover. Clean. These are your friction discs, and these are your spacers. Your tabs should line up with here and not with your gears, so it will look something like this from above. The ones for the gears will line up with these ones here. I have the shiny spot for them to rest, and your clutch pad will go and grip into these notches. With the top housing on, make sure there's no gap between your shims and the housing. It's down. It will have a little space here because of the shims. Part here. This is the shim that adjusted your backlash in your differential. Right now with the clutch pad and the new performance kit in the housing, it's going to change the spacing a little bit. So right now I'm using a piece of glass with emery paper on it as a lube, and I'm slowly taking off some material off of both sides of the shim and checking over my backlash until I get the desired amount for this differential. Fun, but it's all good.